What the fuck is poppin', people? I got a surprise for y'all. I'm actually early. Usually I start the lives later. I don't start at all. We in the building early. You already know what it is, man. Waiting on everybody to come in and play some music. So everybody get their notifications.
It's that time again.
I ain't got shit to say now. I'm smoking.
Open that panel, count that up, light that up. Pull up 10 and counting figures, got that reefer in rotation, all this pressure in
Trying to
the
find
moving like the space station, back with dick, like the safe. Ain't no ventilation, money growing like my strength. Pure cultivation, shades on, vision clouded moves, looking cinematic, cash flip, acrobatic, trap jumping automatic, breaking buds on money counters, that's my meditation. BNC the flag from the pavement to the spaceship. It's 420 money calling, I ain't missing nothing. Open panel, gas it up, every puff is stunning. Roll it, light it, elevate, no time for bluffing. Money for 20 time, pull up if you up to something, babe. I'm in the trap, but it feel like I'm floating. Gas in the city got flavors in motion. BNC Diesel got rich on devotion. Pack so loud, make the neighbors call ocean. I was blood red, but I'm calm like a monk. Big boy smoke, got me leaning in the trunk. Ain't no cap in the rap, what I say I really done. Money for 20, I get paid while I puff. Roll up the bills in the bud, let it twist. Money on fire, take a hit, feel the lift. Panels unlocking, got the block on gift. It's 420 in the trap, do the shifts. Money kinda doing cardio and never take a break. Strain sweet like syrup, but the hustle never fake. Pull up with a duffel and a plan, I'll orchestrate. Panel got a secret, hit the code and watch it shake. Cash in bundles, BNC flaming bundles. We smell like thunder, pack loud, make them stumble. Put the time on the chain, it's always 420. Smoke hitting like karma, come back if you envy. Pull up, light up, we don't do no harness. Pack so gassy, it can fuel up a foreign. Trap wide open and the racks keep storming. Money 420, that's the realest type of morning. BNC strain got the booth in the coma. Rolling up cake while I dodge paranoia. Gas from the vault, we don't shop out the corner. Money 420, make a fiend turn donor. Slick in my zone with a check and a torch. Magic got vents just to clear out the scorch. Cash but loyalty, that's my trinity. Open panel, spark it, that's infinity. Open panel, let the pressure out the gate. Money talk louder when you smoke at this rate. Every puff a blessing, every bag got weight. Money 420, yeah, we show up late. This that time of grind, elevation in the smoke. This that panel full of coals, every puff another quote. It's that countdown for the loud, 420 on the clock. Money and pressure, we never stop, yeah.
Sound of a lighter flicking, a slow exhale.
Yeah. Yo. Brooklyn to the stream. You know what it is. Panel up. Let's talk. It's the YouTube streets where the drama don't rest. Everybody on the panel trying to flex their chest. Late night living, yeah, we putting it to the test. From the borough to the world, you know we got the best. It's the YouTube streets where the drama don't rest. Love come block list, clicks on fire, I confess. Just another night, trying to sort out the mess. Money 420, you already know the rest. Yo, the credits is low, but the vision is high. Missed the main event, seen the comment section cry. Opened up the panel for the room, got dry. Paid the fee for the stream under neon sky. From Paris burning to the London protests. We break it down, put the theory to the test. They can try to hide the truth, but we all suggest that the realest conversation beats the mainstream best. Immigration quotes and political schemes. Wilding out on panels, making crazy dreams. It's a war of words and a flood of extremes, but it's the only place the truth ever gleams. It's the YouTube streets where the drama don't rest. Everybody on the panel trying to flex their chest. Late night living, yeah, we putting it to the test. From the borough to the world, you know we got the best. It's the YouTube streets where the drama don't rest. Love come block list, clicks on fire, I confess. Just another night, trying to sort out the mess. Money 420, you already know the rest. They whisper about the list that they never release. The names in the shadows, the so-called elite. We connect the dots from the west to the east, while the chat is going crazy, feeding the beast. A shot rings out on a podium stage. Another headline written on a new dark page. We break down the footage to signal the rage. In a digital world that's lost its damn gauge. Yeah, it's all a game, but the stakes is for real. The energy's something you can genuinely feel. From the hate and the love to the humble appeal. It's the raw, uncut truth, that's the deal. Just a panel of voices in the infinite night. Trying to find a little bit of wrong and right. Through the conspiracy theories and the political
everybody at?
It's a beacon for the lost, it's a sheltering
I already know, open up the panel for people to chop it up. Y'all don't want to hear me talk. Let me take the screen down.
It's the YouTube streets where the drama don't rest. Everybody on the panel trying to flex their chest. Late night living, yeah, we putting it to the test. From the borough to the world, you know we got the best.
Yeah, I already know where the people at. You know, I titled it After Hours. I was gonna start later. I know I probably wouldn't have started now. Later, y'all would have been waiting. Probably would have never did it.
Well, love to the panel. Always. Brooklyn in the building. To the next one. You heard. Yo. Shout out Money for Funny. We're in the YouTube streets. Drama don't sleep. Night just streams on repeat. It's the YouTube streets where the drama don't rest. Everybody on the panel trying to flex their chest. Love bomb, block list, clicks on fire. So hopper in the chat, take the beef higher. It's the YouTube streets where the drama don't rest. Everybody on the panel trying to flex their chest. Love bomb, block list, clicks on fire. So hopper in the chat, take the beef higher. Money 420 cursed out. Christine flip over one shout out. Whole friendship dip. Apollo ran in beta males, no spine. Dropping anti-American bars online. Talking Greek army tales, refuse that crime. 9 months in the cell, now he's dropping rhymes. Culture clash in Germany to the States. He say America broken, old and only dealing with fakes. It's the YouTube streets where the drama don't rest. Everybody on the panel trying to flex they chest. Love on block list, clicks on fire. So opera in the chat, take the beat higher. It's the YouTube streets where the drama don't rest. Everybody on the panel trying to flex they chest. Love on block list, clicks on fire. So opera in the chat, take the beat higher. Murder on the mic, incoherent threat. Sector, tear it up, man. What he just said. Chris Cab snoring, got the crowd amused. Sleeping on the beef while the chat confused. Show your daughter's room. Nah, that crossed the line. Even trolls knew that's a crime and rhyme. But between the madness, the real pain revealed. Soldiers speak trauma wounds that won't heal. Hurt people, that's the truth. Even in the chat room, streaming uncouth. Digital street corner, voices collide. Chaos and connection side by side. It's the YouTube streets where the drama don't rest. Everybody on the panel trying to flex their chest. Love bomb, block list, clicks on file. Soap opera in the chat, take the beat higher. It's the YouTube streets where the drama don't rest. Everybody on the panel trying to flex their chest. Love bomb, block list, clicks on fire. Soap opera in the chat, take the beat higher. So light up the jazz, let the funk drums ride. It's the wildest live stream circus worldwide. Shout out to Money 420, hold your name. YouTube streets forever playing that game.
You heard? What's good, people? Bored as hell, smoking a fat ass joint. Opened up the panel for y'all to chop it up. So either come chop it up, chill, or I'm shutting it down. You already know what it is. The streets is quiet. Figured I'd get the panel a try. See what up. That's a fact. Or I got no more AI music to play for y'all. I don't really got too much to say, which is why I pay the stream yards. So yeah. If you want to at least lurk, type something. The only person smoke as much weed as I smoke, and as little patience as I have. I'm be muted up. I'm smoking, so when you decide to click the link, I know how to do it. I'll be here. Maybe. Yeah, 15 people in the building. What up, people? I be complaining, talking about don't go live. And then I go live and y'all leave me sitting here. Figure out why I don't go live. I tried, man. For the people that might be a little bit slow and don't see it pinned on the top, there you go. What up, Margie? What up, Potato Head? Yo, tell the people I'm live, man. Shit, quiet on these streets today. I don't know why people scared of money. 420. I'm a peaceful pothead, man. I ain't gonna hurt y'all. I'm not gonna curse you out, none of that. I'm a peaceful pothead. That's a fact. I learned that a long time ago. The drama sells. Now I'm with all the drama. What up, Mellows? I just asked about you the other day. I had Grim up here. I don't do the drama though, so that's what y'all here for. That's what the crazy people on the YouTube streets is for. I just open the panel and let y'all fight. I'm just giving y'all the ring and the gloves to fight. Y'all do you. What up, Jenny? What up, Ariel? Yo, word. Shout out to Ariel for the music. And he sent me a picture. I gotta upload that for whatchamacallit, for an overlay. Sister's fire. Shout out to Ariel, support BNC. You already know. I'm just waiting on the crazy people to come up. If not, I'm shutting this shit down. My blunt is burning and my battery is dying. Yo, word, I peeped those. I was looking at some of them. There you go. The craziness is what brings people in. You gotta come and yell and curse and scream. That's what gets people's attention on YouTube. And when I yell and curse y'all get mad. What up, Angel? Damn, my phone is getting slow as hell. I pressed that a minute ago. Ain't no lie. Yo, neither can I. I be in job interviews and curses slip out. They be looking at me, excuse me? You didn't hear that. I think people do this purposely because they know I got no patience. They like to aggravate me. And then when I end, they comment on the shit. Why'd you end the live? I'm gonna stay here another 10 minutes, man. My trigger finger's itching. And the end button is about to get shot. What up, Moonshine? I'm trying to be patient, man, but I don't know. I think y'all like hearing my voice. I just like hearing me talk to myself. I don't know what it is. Ready, sat here for 23 minutes. I'm gonna shut it down at 30, so you gotta know what to do. I think people just sit in the chat, they want me to read them a motherfucking bedtime story or something. Yeah, I like my voice recorded. I don't know what y'all want from me, man. Yes, people, listen to Halo. He gonna come and fuck y'all up. I don't know. I feel like my own voice gives me a headache when I replay my own videos. I got a smoker voice. I've been smoking for too long. My voice is relaxing. I'm about to be an audiobook voice. I find out how to do that. Yeah, make some money off of that. Or I don't come here to relax. I come here to listen to craziness. That's why I open it up. YouTube streets all too quiet. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna recharge. Got already wasted 10%. I'm gonna try again later. YouTube don't pay me, so I can't sit here too long, man. This acting, I have no idea what that is. I'm high as fuck right now, Moonshine. Oh, voice. I think it was the browser you was on last time. Yo, word, I meant to ask you about that shit too. That shit never showed up. On the tracking number, the last thing it said, the last update was it arrived at a facility and somewhere in Brooklyn. And it never got sent out for delivery. I feel you, Halo. And then when I end the panel, you're gonna see the comments. Why'd you end? I was about to come up. Who else is live actually? Almost all of y'all got links, man. Find me a panel to go to. I'm bored as fuck. Word, the post office robbed us, B. And I went to the post office and tried to pick it up, and they looked at me like I was crazy. They had no answer for me. They didn't even know what I was talking about. But they play like they ain't know. Or at least that. Don't forget to hit the like at least, lurkers. Hit the thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't give a fuck. Just hit the shit. Better off if you hit the link. Bricky on the run. I remember that name from someone. What up, Brick? It's supposed to be an open panel, but they got me here talking to myself. They scared of me or something. I don't know. How could you be scared of somebody named Money in 420? Most two great things in life, money and weed. Oh shit, we got somebody in the building. I'm not even gonna put up the screen. Fuck it. 1 second, Bricky.
Yo, Money, how you doing?
I'm good, I'm good.
Why is everybody scared to jump up and talk to you, my friend?
I have no idea. They scared of money and weed.
Because you've got all the money, haven't you? Yeah, you've got all the fucking money. Now, Money, I came across you a few months ago, my friend. I don't know if you remember when Speakeasy jumped up on a panel with you.
I remember that.
And look, I've got a lot of time to speak easy, but I just like the way you handle yourself, mate. I just found you as a very controversial, a bit of a twat, right? In a good way, you know, a bit of a twat.
I take it in a good way.
That's a compliment. That's me giving you a compliment, mate. Okay, it's a British person. It is, but I love to smoke weed and I love money, mate. So Money 420, just like rolls off the tongue, bro. It does.
I'm smoking something right now.
Yeah, what is it?
I was
It better
getting
be
ready to
something
end, but let's see now if you're here. Let's see if people come up.
Sorry?
I said, let's see now that somebody's here. Let's see if more people click the link.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, mate, if they do come up, they're going to venture into a whole world of pain, right, okay? And they better be smoking something fucking indica predominant to deal with it. But, again, I mean, what is your, money for, what's your favourite strain of weed? Just out of curiosity. Because I'm old school,
I used to
me.
like
I'm
the
old
cookies.
school. What?
The cookies and the Gorilla Glue.
See, I remember the old school lemon haze, right? Okay, now I know haze is a bit of a sativa, right? But lemon haze, you know, the taste you would get from it, Money. That was
Haze disappeared. I haven't seen Haze in years. Haze and sour is gone.
It has, because it's been replaced by the hybrid in the indica predominant stuff, mate. Okay, which is basically a couch lag. You know, when we're coming from work, when you've been on a hard day's work, you come in and you want to get stoned. You know, you want to sink into the sofa, right? Yeah. But when you're at work, Money, you want to smoke something that you can smoke and still function, which would be a sativa. You know, something with a bit of taste and flavour, which is where the sativas would come into it. You know, I mean, even these Rudrels, you know, these auto flowers, you know, they've been a hybrid a bit where, you know, your yields may not be good, but if you get a decent strain, you're gonna get a half decent fucking strength. But the old fashioned like cushies, you know what I mean? The cookies, the Gorilla Glues, Gorilla Biscuits, stuff like that, you know, the diesel sours, they're the ones like that. Like remember amnesia haze, right? Again, haze, they're dying out. They are dying. It's like the 90s rave scene. They're dead, gone and buried. You know, you're lucky to get them.
Yeah, them just ain't around no more.
It's not, my friend. It isn't. Again, and you know, as someone that's a great advocate for cannabis, because cannabis has a lot of properties in it, which we can all take a lot of you know, light from. It's not just developed for us stoners, right? Okay, it does have medical properties.
Medication helps people.
It does, my friend. You know, and for example, if you've got epilepsy, you know, the right level of CBD with THC combined can stop you having a fit under the strobe light. Okay, it can, but I mean, it also helps kids with autism and stuff like that. You know, for the right level. Instead of just giving them pharmaceutical drugs 420, you know, where you just give them something that a pharmaceutical company is like manufactured to gain, like, you know, money from you. Hey, I know your money 420, but I'm almost certain that your heart lies with the ganja. Looking at your
Yes, it
background,
does.
does, my friend. Okay, and as a British person, I hope you respect the fact that, you know, we're a little bit behind on the whole growing and like development of it. But I remember when we had solids. Remember when it was just solids, when it was a good old fashioned gold seal.
That was the good old days.
Hey, what the fuck? I mean, to be honest with you, 420 though, you know, when you smoke that shit, if you dropped it on your fucking shell suit pants, you know, you got a big hot rock burn in it, you know, and your parents would know that you've been smoking something a bit dodgy. You know, it was noticeable. But like the weed has gained, it's so much stronger now, and like kids these days are smoking it at a young age, which I don't encourage. Right, like unregulated, because it fucks with their frontal lobe, and it does fuck with their brain development, you know, especially when they're at a young age. It should be left for us older folks, you know, us
It
older.
should. But I was a very young smoker. I was smoking at like 13 years old.
So was I, but it wasn't as like, it wasn't as potent money 420 as it is now, you know.
Yeah, now they add all them chemicals and all them sprays and all that shit they add to it. It's not really pure weed no more.
No, it's been, I mean, have you seen the trick they use 420, right? Okay, it was an old school trick, right, where they spray the bud with sugar water, right? Okay, which gives it like that crystallized look, and it makes it heavier. But when you burn it, right, it like it snap, crackles, and pops. You know, it's not good. There is so much shit that's been put into this short stuff, and all these hardeners as well. Do you know all these hardeners? So you know, you've got the NPK, nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus, right? Okay. The later stage of it, right, is when you'd use the phosphorus, which would harden your bud up. They pump it with these hardeners, mate, right? Which just, they're not good at all. They're not good. You know, growing a weed naturally, right, from all the minerals that you get in the earth naturally, is where you get the best weed. You know, I mean, but again, I'm just a newbie. I'm just a newbie. I'm just 41 years old. I've only been smoking this for like fucking 25 years. So I'm brand new to this game, you know.
It's all good. We all start somewhere. I'm back. My bad. I'm smoking right now. Shit. Trying not to cough on the mic.
I didn't worry about that 420, you know what I mean? It's your panel. Again, thank you for letting us up, my friend. Without the background up there, I seen you recognise the name. I'm hoping that you recognise that I'm not a cunt. You know, I'm not here to antagonize. I mean, I can be a cunt. I can very easily, but you know, that wasn't the reason I jumped up here today. I saw you by yourself, and I thought a conversation about weed would be a good conversation, because
Or
you know,
just something to talk about.
yeah, it is. So, what do you think about these fucking root rules? You know, these you know, the auto flowers. What's your take on them?
I don't really know too much about that.
So we've basically got 3 different sets, haven't we? We've got like indica, sativa, and ruderal. Okay.
Yeah.
So like indica would be more from the like the Afghanistan, Pakistan places, you know, like the the countries that have got like less heat but shorter days and stuff like that, you know, they're basically the indicas, right? Then you've got the sativas, which are, you know, the bigger plants, which you would get grown in Spain, Mexico, and stuff like that. But the rudrels, which are the auto flowers, they're basically what would be grown in like places like Russia, you know, where they have no light cycle on them. They just have a life cycle. So obviously, like 12 and 12 would be a flowering stage for a cannabis plant. And then when you switch it to, you know, higher, lower, it would push the plant into flower rather than veg. These auto flowers, my friend, they have been hybrid a bit now where you can get good yields and good strains, but that's still a little bit tough. They're good to grow alongside. Like the only reason I give them credit for is because when you're vegging your plants, right, you can grow an auto flower alongside your vegetating like photo period plant, and you can get a yield off that, right, while you're vegging a plant. And then once you switch like to 12 and 12, you know, once you've grew your plant of a certain size and you switch to 12 and 12 and it triggers into flower, you know, like your auto flower isn't going to be affected by any light cycle at all. It's on a life scale, a time scale. You know, so once it's born, it's going to die at a certain age. It just depends on how much light it's been given. So that's the only plus that I give them. But other than that, the yields and the properties, that's still a little bit, you know.
That sounds like more grower stuff, the yields and all that. I don't really know too much about that. So I don't really go to dispensaries, so I don't really know all the strains and everything. I just smoke it.
Yeah, but as a smoker, you're gonna know what you're buying. So obviously, like when you go to the dispensary, more 420. What's your go-to? You did say like your cookies and that before. So what
Honestly,
would
I haven't really went to dispensaries. All the shops I go to is like little illegal smoke shops. You just got to get what they got. It's not really a selection.
you see? We don't get that over here. We don't get dispensaries 420. You know, so obviously we still have to buy it on the street. You know, so again, I've been to Amsterdam 5 times. Okay, and I've seen what the dispensaries look like in Amsterdam. And it's fucking brilliant, mate. It's like going to a restaurant, putting out a menu, you know,
I
and
would love to go out there.
honestly, mate, it's absolutely fucking brilliant. It is. But as I say, again, I'm British, okay, so I haven't got the insight that a lot of the rest of these world people have. But I love growing stuff like tomatoes, vegetables, stuff like that, you know. So obviously, loving weed, you know, obviously it was inevitable. Like, you know, I'm gonna attempt to grow this stuff. So like the biology of a plant, like it's fascinating to me. It is. And with the name 420, I just you're an advocate for smoking weed. So if I give you a good weed, you could tell me the difference between a good weed and a shit weed, couldn't you?
Yeah, just by look and smell.
And by the like the density of it, you know, when
Yeah.
you
The
squeeze it.
density, how crystally it looks, how it breaks.
Hmm. And there's certain values of it. Like for example, you don't want it too dry and you don't want it too wet. You know, I think Snoop Dogg said it the best. You want some of that real sticky icky shit. You know, you want it sticky, right? But you don't want it too wet. And again, it's you know the properties of it. So when you look at it underneath a jeweler's loop, you know, like a microscope, for example, and
I've
you can
never looked at weed under a microscope.
have you not? Oh, money,
I
seriously,
can
man.
only imagine what you see though. I want
I'm
to
not
do it.
Right. It cost you about $4.99 from Amazon or eBay to buy one of these jeweler's loops.
Well, I'm about to pick one up. I'll try to order one.
Got one, yeah.
Oh, that's official. Let me see. Let me put you on. Put it away already. Yeah, I'm trying to put forward. I'm on the phone. My phone is slow right now.
Don't worry about me. I'm not with you. I'm just showing you that there. Just basic jeweler's loop, right? Okay, so it's got like 3 different grades. You've got the bigger one and then 2 smaller ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Hold up. Somebody just rang my bell to my crib. Let me see who's at my door. Chop it up and see if you get some people to pull up.
Ring, ring. Who's at 420's door? Was he literally talking about his front door there? I thought he was talking about the panel door. Let's have a look at his chat. Who's in the chat there? Government doesn't give a damn about what people need. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Mad Daddy, I do. I said it may be short, but please believe that shit's skinny. Sticky, icky, icky. I said, consider myself a low impact lover.
All right, I'm back.
You're back. I was just reading the chat there, mate, just to fill in the gap there. But,
Yeah, my bad, chat. I wasn't really reading. Everybody sounds low. All the voices on my phone sound low, so I'm holding the phone to my ear when we speak, so I can't really see the chat.
Yeah, the
I don't have a fancy YouTube setup and studio.
Neither 420, neither do I, my friend, right? Okay, because it's just raw, right? Okay, but the difference is yeah, right? Yeah, you're having these conversations, you know. I mean, listen, I remember you speaking the last. Can you remember a lad called Crucible Ghost?
I remember Ghost.
Aye, I mean, he's a funny fucker, but
He is funny.
he's a bit weird as well, isn't he?
You're a little crazy, but he's funny.
He is, isn't he? But he's harmless. He is harmless. He is. He's you know, I just remember the last time that I saw his live. It was quite funny, but I've never actually been, because your name for Money 420. I've always wanted to have a conversation with you about the ganja, but obviously, I mean, like, you're gonna deny the fact that you know more about it than you do, which you already have. I'm not the feds, by the way.
Nah, I don't deny. I like to learn from people. Because usually I'm a quiet one. I usually open up the panel and I let people talk. I usually fall back in the back. You could ask anybody in the chat. This is the most words they've heard come from me in probably a year. I usually open the panel and let people come up.
So I've dragged the most words out of you in the last year.
I think so.
Well, that's an achievement, isn't it?
Usually I just wait for people to come. Once like 2 people is up having a conversation, I just put myself to the back and I just listen.
Well, we could have another I mean, come on, chat, you are pumping away the comments. Somebody jump up here and give 420 a break, and let's like somebody else have a conversation about you know, some fucking ganja. Or we could have a roast off or a battle, but I'd rather have a conversation, you know. 420's, I mean, he's baked to bits, mate.
I'm more of a smoker than a talker.
He's smoking all the good stuff and not passing the doochie to the left-hand side. Greedy bastard. You know?
Smoke him to the face.
Nah, but listen, 420, obviously, I mean, you cannot force people to jump up on a panel. That's not what if they want to. I'm sure. Have you put the link out lately?
I mean, the only reason I force them is because they'll cry to me. If I don't go live in the week, they'll ask me in other panels and other lives, Money, why you don't go live? Why you don't go live? All right, if I pull up, I'm going to go live. I pay for StreamYard, I go live, and they leave me sitting here.
Yeah, I've noticed that you pay for StreamYard because you haven't got the StreamYard duck in the top right-hand side. So
yeah, I got the paid version.
The man's actually paying for StreamYards, and he can get 10 people on the panel, right? He's got these British fucking bricks at you, right? educating you all on cannabis. Is anybody going to come up and challenge me? So 420 can go sit back in his fucking sofa, get stoned and listen to her.
Hopefully they pull up.
Hello the God. I like that name. Hello the God. Obviously, but you've obviously got to be a Christian. Big up fucking Jesus as King, right? Okay. Well, because 420, look, I can adapt. I can have different conversations, debate. The last thing I'm ever going to do is break TOS on someone's panel or disrespect a host, right, and their guest, you know. Well, I am very open for different conversations, you know. We just need to get more people up here. And I would say the next time they ask you, 420, why don't you go live? Why don't you go live? Your answer to them is, because I end up with a British fucking brick with glasses and red eyes on the panel while all you sit there and watches. That would be my answer, right? But that's just me.
I'm gonna tell them that.
Sean Little's
I
put
don't
the link out.
discriminate, though. Everybody be welcome to shit.
Big up Sean Little. He's just put the link out there for you.
Shout out to Sean Little. He always in the building. Everybody in the chat is regulars. They always here. Not everybody does panels though.
Yeah, I mean, that's a difference. So, some people look at everyone. Not everyone is yet to jump on panels. And again, 420. If you notice, right, my friend, you may get a few people that, you know, you've got like, say, like 15, 20, 100 people watching, but you only get like fucking 5, 10, 15 people commenting. Just because everyone isn't commenting, it doesn't say that they're not watching and listening. Some people don't actually interact in that way, you know. And again, you can't expect everyone to have like as big a balls as I have, you know what I mean? Because like, you know, or you know, because you host your own panels, so do I. But other people, they're not cut out for that, right? But we need to entice these people up to pull them out of the woodwork, because YouTube needs more voices. It does. We need more people out here, like-minded people. I encourage you all to like stop being shy, and if you are shy, at least hit the like button, you know, send a bit of money over to 420. You are going to give me 50% of your intake, so well, I'm on 420. 50%. 50-50.
That's a little too much.
Like,
That's unarmed robbery right there.
I'm getting robbed, people. I'm getting robbed. Right? Okay, I've got 10%. 10%, right? And YouTube's going to take 50%.
Sound good.
No, come on. 420 provides a good service for you. Yeah, for fuck's sake, man. Come on. You know, he's opened up the panel, right? He's let me on. And I promise you, if anyone jumps up, I'll behave. I will. We can change the topic and go over to something else. But other than that, right, mad daddy says no fear. Well, if you've got no fear, my friend, please jump up here. I just like, come on. We need to let 420 go and have a fucking spliff in peace.
Or you could ask everybody. You can listen to some of my videos. You always hear me say, "Yo, I don't like talking, man. I can talk to myself on YouTube for free. If I pay for StreamYard, I'm doing it for the people."
Listen, 420. I can sit on my own panels, right, without letting anybody up. That's why I'm called Bricky on a rant. Okay, I can rant on about shit for ages.
I remember you from back in the day. You was on CPP and shit. Back in the day.
Yeah, well, again, I've been around the block, mate. Right? Okay,
I've seen you on a few other channels. I've had
to learn the ropes, mate. Right? Okay, so when you learn the ropes, you have to go to different places. So you know, but I mean, I've got no problem with having a conversation, civilized or uncivilized, with people. But the last thing I ever want to do is, like, you know, like have an argument with people. But if it does happen, bear in mind I'm from the British side, so we go right at each other. And plus Plus, I used to go on a few American channels, right? Okay, like the drama side, like that really get at each other. It gets a bit nitty gritty. It does, but I like these. I like these conversations. I don't struggle to talk to people. I'm like an old boot, But like, believe me, if people piss us off and try and trigger us, then I just warn them that, like, an eye for an eye plus one is the way I take it, right? Okay, respect is given, right?
You get what you give.
Yeah, if you live in a glass house, you shouldn't throw stones, right? Okay, that's what I say. And look, I'd rather have a friend than an enemy. I'd rather be respected than feared, right? Okay, and if you go out and make a name for yourself, somebody's only going to want to come along and take it from you. And I've been on a lot of these panels. People judge me for what they see, but nobody actually knows who or what I'm about. 420. This is probably one of the cleanest conversations that I've had in a long time. Not that I haven't had them before, but this is a bit more me. Money.
Yeah, the panels I've seen you on, you've been going off and shit.
Yeah, and I haven't tonight, though, bro, have I?
Huh?
I haven't done that. I haven't had that like energy tonight. When I've been speaking with you, obviously you've seen me. I've had to react to people, and I'm not going to sit there and take shit from anybody. But again, when somebody, you treat people the way you expect to be treated, don't you?
That's why I respect everybody on YouTube.
Exactly. And then once they disrespect you, then that gives you...
You got Moonshine in the building.
Yes.
Yo. See if he got his audio working.
Fucking look at the fucking deltoids on that.
It's sounding pretty good right now.
All right.
I'm digging it. Yeah, I'm digging it right now. I had to fucking change some shit up, but it's going right now. I had to put my kid down. I'm about to... by the way, Bricky, yo, I love you, man. Fucking, I've seen you on platforms before, dude. I dig you. I dig your shit, man. Thank you.
My daddy, I'm digging them deltoids, mate.
Was it what?
Now, this is my time. When people's up here, this is when I usually fall back. So I'm going to sit on my couch and light a blunt. So I know I'm listening. I'm not there, but my ear is there. I hear ya.
My eyes are hurting right now. I'm gonna fucking dip out right now. Put my fucking shades on. And fucking matter of fact, I'm probably gonna go run to the store real quick and grab myself something to drink.
You can't fucking run. There's no way you can run.
I'll
be honest with you. I will pay money to see you run.
Oh, why you think I can't run? I can run.
I'm just looking, and I'm just looking, right? Okay.
Why you think? You're like, this old motherfucker can't lift his foot off the couch.
No, I didn't say that. What I mean is you've got more of that aura about you where you stand and look hard, instead of running.
Oh man,
you're not gonna run
you
away,
sure as hell don't know me. I'll run straight towards your ass. I don't run away. I run at it.
Wait. Good answer. You don't run away, right? But I'll be honest with you, right? Okay, you're not running to that store, are you?
Fuck,
you're gonna walk, right?
These lights are bright, man. Fuck.
Look, he's doing exactly what I would do. He took his glasses off to rub his eyes.
God damn it, right? Hell yeah, dude. These fucking screens are bright. Fucking dude.
Look at these kids.
Right? Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Yes. Dude, these screens and the light are bright. Fuck you. Like, I've had so many people give me shit. Like, why do you wear sunglasses? Huh? What are you afraid of? I'm like, fucking.
That prescription? Mine a prescription, mine.
Nah, they're not prescription, but they're reading glasses. They're reading glasses with the blue fucking filter and shit like that.
Read. You do know you've got audio books now, don't you? You don't have to read anything now. You can get all an audio.
You don't have to read anymore, kids. You don't have to read a damn thing anymore, kids.
It's like you don't even have to spell anything now with text. You've got predictive text.
With Chat GPT, you don't even have to write a fucking paper. What the fuck? I saw that shit, dude. I saw some shit on that. And I was like, wait a minute. So all the times that I was writing essays and fucking like bullshit, like I could have, like, there was a computer that could do it for me. Like, what the fuck?
Listen, AI does. You can even generate your own website and app now, right? Okay, from a program which is generated by it. Look, I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't feel satisfied if I was to use something like that, right, to get me through. Right.
Hold up a second. Hold up a second. I'm sorry. I'm listening to you. My fucking my Bluetooth on my headphones doesn't like YouTube, so I got. There we go.
Right. Is your
There we go.
Bluetooth racist?
Your
Bluetooth must
yeah,
be
but
racist.
for some reason, like I can go through like hours upon hours of instructional video or like what you said, like audiobooks and stuff. But when I'm on YouTube or when I'm in StreamYard, for some reason my fucking Bluetooth is just like, yeah, fuck you. 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes max. I'm gonna start cutting out because fuck you. That's what it does, dude. I don't know why. It pisses me off.
Yeah, just you haven't got. This may sound like really stupid, dumb questions. You haven't got another tab opened up. Like you haven't got YouTube opened up still, have you?
It's not anything to do with that. Trust me.
Okay.
I have multiple screens, and like I always run multiple screens, and I have 2 computers here. It's not anything to do with that.
Have you tried turning your device on and back off again, off and back on again?
Yeah, that's what I have to do. Right,
well,
yeah, I either turn it on and turn it off again, and it resets it, and it's cool for about 10-15 minutes, or I'll just go to the fucking Bluetooth feed and just cut Bluetooth, and then turn it back on immediately, and then it resets for another fucking like 10-15 minutes top.
Right. So for
some reason,
that's an execution.
Yeah, but
hit
for
it
some,
hard.
yeah,
Hit it hard with something, right? Smack it across the back of the head.
I'm not fucking around here. I've done that. I've thrown these fucking things across the goddamn room. I've fucking smashed. I've like fucking hit them. Like, you motherfucker, are you fucking kidding me? Dude, if I abuse these motherfuckers any more than I already have, dude, I will break them and they will be rendered useless. I can't do that because they're fucking pretty decent when I'm doing other things. But for some reason, StreamYard, fucking YouTube, it's just like, I'm gonna fuck with you, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck with you good.
Mad Dog, that's what I thought about my children, right? But the more I beat them, right? I mean, it's like,
dude, come on, man.
We'll be honest with you, there's not enough room to lock them under the stairs no more. Right? There's too many of them. Too many of them are getting bigger.
Hey, when you have 7 or 8 kids, you can't shove them all under the stairs, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna have to start explaining my bodies are like disappearing and stuff. It's not a good thing, you know.
I've got 4 boys, right? Okay, and you know what it is? Nothing makes me more prouder, right, than to watch these young children grow into men, right? And the fact is now, right, mad is that they can all take a limb each, right? Because when there was just one of them, right, I had one of them grabbing us by the leg, and you could drag him when he was small across the floor, right? Okay, you could do that literally. But then when there was 2 of them, right, okay, one bigger than the other, now there's 4 of them, one leg, one arm, and then they take it down, and it's like, you know, nothing makes me more prouder.
They're like, they're coming together. They're like, let's bring this motherfucker down. His name is Daddy, and he's going down.
It's like Transformers. You know what I mean? They just all morph into one.
And they start sitting on each other's shoulders and shit.
Remember the Power Rangers?
They're like arm locking and stuff. They're like, yeah, what now, bitch?
Yeah, and I showed them how to do it. I showed them how to arm lock. It's like they're putting me in a Kimura, right? I showed you how to do that, you bastard.
right?
Do you know what I mean? And do you know what? Do you know what the best of it is? You know when they start dropping the elbows on you. Eh, they're bad. Them elbows, right? Okay, because I don't care who you are, right? Okay, when you get hit with an elbow, right? Okay, it fucking hurts. And
Yeah, when my kid was 3 years old, man, he like one of my best friends, man. One of my best friends would come over every once in a while, and my kid was like, hey, and he'd like go head first right into the dude's groin, dude, at lightning speed, and I'm like, what are you doing? I gotta smack him over the head. I'm like, dude, you don't do that. What are you doing, man? Like, go sit down. What the hell? My buddy's like fucking doubled over and everything. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. You're the only person he does that with. I don't know why. You know?
did you check? Look, I've got 2 autistic children out of 4. Right? Okay. The youngest 2 are autistic, right? Okay.
Yeah.
The youngest one, right? Okay, Mad. I would just describe him best as feral. He's feral, right? Okay. You
Gotcha.
know, I think he could have been raised by wolves, right? Okay, but he's so like, I mean, he doesn't string a sentence together. He's non-verbal, but believe me, his motor skills, you know, these hands, how he can do stuff and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like he's so advanced in that kind of aspect, and it's like I never ever put my head close to his because I'm gonna get nutted.
Right?
Now his mum,
Like a magnet. Like a
yeah,
magnet, man.
yeah, but he's doing it. He's doing it to teach us now, right? So when I go and pick him up, bear in mind I have to pick him up from a. I don't know if you know the difference between a mainstream school and a specialist school. It's like
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I do know what you're saying.
Like so basically I've got like me 2 youngest children are autistic. Me second youngest, he's in a specialist school. He got in there at the right time before, like, because Britain has been overtaken by a lot of people that are coming in here and claiming the rights and benefits that us British people are getting deprived of. So my son, the youngest one, who needs the specialist school more, he's in a mainstream school. So he's just causing hell in that school, right? Okay, because he's not under the right circumstances. So teachers are pulling us up and going, oh, well, he's been a bit hands-on. He headbutted us a day and shit like that. Like, right, I get this every fucking day. Right? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Do you want a fucking gum shield and a head guard?
Yeah.
You know, it's like he needs to be in a different school. Needs to be in a different school.
So like with me and my kid, it's just the 2 of us, and we're very physical, you know. He runs at me, and he jumps at me, and I catch him, and I throw him into the couch.
How old is he? How old is he?
We're very physical.
How old is he?
7.
7. God, but that's a good age.
Yeah. So, but like his teacher is like he's too physical with the kids. He's too hands on, and so for the last couple of weeks, I've had to like let him know, like, hey, when we play close. We play, we play hard. You cannot do that with other kids. You cannot do that with other people. So like now he's at the point where he's kind of understanding that, where like, and his teacher is like less and less saying like, hey, he's being hands on kind of thing, because that's how we are. Because it's just me and him. It's just me and my kid, and that's how it's been since he was born. So it's just he's kind of trying to figure out like, oh, okay, I can't, hey, hands to myself. My fucking no hands on students, no hands on teachers or anything, because he wants to go in for a hug when his teacher praises him, and it's like he's like, thank you so much, because that's what he does with me. You know what I mean? Or when other students like kind of goof around with him and stuff like that,
He
He
gets
gets physical.
He fucks him up, and basically, like,
Well, he doesn't fuck him up. He's just he gets too close. He hasn't, like, until now, finally, holy shit. You know, it took a couple of weeks, but like he now understands, like, this personal bubble. Get out, stay out of the personal bubble. You don't break their bubble. You know what I mean? That's their space. You know?
yeah, this is where this is where I'm gonna not disagree with you, but like just have a slight a differential, like, a view from you. Do you know the way you raised your son, or are raising your son, right? Okay, is the right way to do it. Boys need to be boys. They need the rough and tumble, right? Okay, so that is what us as men, we were taught to do. So when he goes to school, I don't believe, right, that it's him wanting to go in for, like, a cuddle or something like that, whatever. But I think it's him, like, approaching people with a physical like attribute, which they are given. Like, he's probably given them more back than they gave him, and they are like, they're that woke,
You know,
that defensive.
I
they're that,
I 100% agree, and I completely understand what you're saying, because, like, dude, I 100% agree. Is, yeah, boys are gonna be boys, man. When I was growing up, we roughhoused all the time. We wrestled around in the freaking dry grass and shit, and fuck with each other and everything. Now it's just like everyone is being taught to be a fucking pussy, and it's bullshit. You know,
and
yeah,
mad,
I'm an old man. You know what I mean?
It's different if it's look at, if, for example, if it's a girl, right? Okay, which we were taught when we were younger, which is it technically now it's not. It's kind of not the same, because a lot of girls and women, they have this perception where, like, they can treat men a certain way and expect not to be treated back that way, right? Okay,
And just not to diminish your point. I want to make I want to excel your point. It's what they were instructed. It's how they were taught, right? I want to accentuate that point that you just made.
It's society that is
what
shaped.
they were learned. It's what they were learned.
Society has shaped them this way. But my 4 children, I've got 4 boys. They've been brought up in a based household, right? Okay, where mum is the, you know, who you look after, right? Mum, women, right? You look after these, right? Okay. Now, dad, right? If you want to fight in roughhouse, okay, as you call it in America, roughhouse, can do that with dad all day long. But just and this is what I still, but my dog, look, I'm not going to brag or nothing, right? Okay, but I can still fucking, like, fuck any of my kids up, right? 1v1, right? Okay, but, like, you know, if they tag team up with me, mate, right? Okay, and then, like, quadruple team up with me, I'm done. But that makes me so proud, mate, because I brought them, I showed them this way, and they will look after their mum and their girlfriends. You know, like, one of my sons, he walks his girlfriend home every night. You know what I mean?
And quickly wrapping back around to your, like, what I feel like your point is, with this part of the conversation, is that the females, or the female gender is primarily taught, you know, you don't roughhouse like the boys. You don't gang up on someone trying to, you know, harm your brothers and sisters or what have you, like the boys do. No, get in there. Get the hell in there, like you mean it. Okay? It has nothing to do with gender. Get your ass in there and defend your fucking family. And I hope that's your point, man, because I 100% agree.
I agree. Look, I agree with a male or female defending their family and shit. What I don't agree with, right, okay, is how feminism has taught women, or produced a lot of women that believe that they can do exactly what a man can do, and they can go at a man and not expect the consequence. Now look at, I never
No,
ever,
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear
I
you
never
straight off.
ever, I never
I hear
ever
you straight off the
condone
point.
violence against women, right? Okay, I don't. Right? Again,
I don't. Yo, I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't condone. I don't condone violence against anyone, and I know exactly what your point is right here. And if I may, please be allowed to make it.
yeah, you want me to
So,
continue?
if 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 a female is going to charge at a male and start swinging and start kneeing and gnawing and freaking pummeling a male, expect what you should expect, because otherwise there is not any such thing as an equilibrium or like equal rights. Okay, yes, there is a physical attribute from between male and female, and males tend to have the upper hand per se. But females, if you're gonna charge at a male, like, yo, expect to fucking get slapped the fuck down when you're not expecting it, because you don't do that. I do not condone violence from either side of the spectrum. Okay?
Now, Mad, you know, when I was younger, I remember my grandmother and my mother, right, being able to shut down a room of men, right, okay, like my uncles, my father, and shit like that, whatever, just with their words alone, because it was the respect they commanded, right, okay, but it was always calculated, right, okay. They would never stand up and start attempting to beat their man or whatnot, right? Because like that would be disrespectful, right? So now what we have, right, in this modern day and age is we have women and this modern day of feminism, right? Okay, that are telling women that you can do exactly what a man can do, and if you can do it the same, you can do it better, right? So what that opens up the whole door to, right, is if that's the case and you want equal rights and opportunities, if you as a woman come and attack me as a man and you're brandishing a knife or something like that, or even your fists, whatever, and you hit me, I'm I'm gonna let you swing at us, right? Okay. If you haven't, if you haven't got a knife, you hit us once or twice, I'm gonna let you do that, right? But then once you've done that, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out, right? Okay.
Absolutely.
Right, but
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna feel proud of myself for doing it. But why the fuck should I stand there?
Absolutely.
I would have more respect for that woman, right, if she stood and said, just done what the old-fashioned schooled women did, right? Okay,
Yep.
but there are some women that can really handle themselves, right? Okay, we need to be aware of that.
There are several accounts. Let me pause you for a moment. There are several accounts of and documented accounts, and this is something I researched. Like, this was fucking years ago, and man, I can't bring up this right now. You could probably research it on your own, of female abusers of their husbands or their boyfriends, and their boyfriends feel like, and I'm not gonna lie, man,
They
I
feel
was,
ashamed to report it.
yeah, but and they're not going to report it. Men aren't going to report it. They feel ashamed, and but the ones that do, it is widely reported that a lot of females physically abuse their husbands or their boyfriends on a regular basis, because they feel like, well, if I get a bruise, I can send him to fucking jail, and he knows that. So I'm gonna take full advantage of that, and it is a very, very widely reported thing that like doesn't hit mainstream. And when I came across it, I was like, why isn't this hitting mainstream? Why isn't this being well known or more
Because it's not the
widely
narrative.
known?
It's not the narrative
Because
that they want.
it's not the fucking narrative. It's not the narrative. Oh, men are bigger and more brutal and more aggressive, and so fucking, when women fight back, it's the male that becomes overly aggressive and so on and so forth. It's just, there's a lot of accounts that go the other direction.
Let's look at this from a modern day point of view, right? Okay, you know, when we look at what has been happening to society in the last 10, 15, 20 years, right, where we now have men identifying as women, right?
Oh,
still
shit.
Still with their dangly bits hanging between their legs, right? Still with their dangly bits hanging between their legs.
Man. Oh.
You know, and basically what we're getting is the main advocates for these men's rights to identify as women are coming from women, right? Okay. Then when a man tries to step up and defend a woman, right, he gets shamed for it. So what has happened slowly but surely is the man, like if you're opening a door for a woman like chivalry would do for you, right? You would open the door and hold the door open for the woman, wouldn't you? You would.
But they don't want that anymore. They don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
Why are you holding the door open for me? I can hold my own door open for. Okay, fine.
I just slam it in their fucking face, mate.
Yeah.
Slam it in their face.
Like, all right, here you go. I guess this is our first and only fucking date. See ya. Shit.
The last thing I want to do, right? The last thing I want to do.
You know what I've had? You know what I've had, dude? I've had females open a door for me, and I just look at them. I smile. I was like, "Thank you. That's very polite of you." And I walk through the fucking door. You know, like that's chivalrous on a female's part to be like. And I thought that was cool. I thought that was cool. It's like, oh my god, this fucking female is like opening the door for me. I thought it was cool.
They're a dying breed, right? That woman has been raised
right
in a right environment. It has, right? Okay, so when you open a door. And you're opening a door ahead of a woman, right? Okay, and she's coming behind you. And you keep that door held open for her. And she looks at you with a dodgy look, whatever, right? And then she starts pulling her phone out and recording you for doing it. Or you're in a gym, for example, right? Okay, and you're lifting weights. All of this stuff, right, is forced men into the position where they go, you want
it's a systemic demasculation of men. Just the same as it's overly masculating females to like like what we're talking about, like behave in a certain way, in a more masculine way. Don't fucking do this for me. I am a fucking woman, kind of thing. It's like, yo, I opened the door for you and the fucking elderly person that's walking up behind you. I'm just being a fucking gentleman. I'm just being courteous to not only you, but to other people that are trying to walk into this establishment and take part in the fucking blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? It's like, but there's this like systemic, it's this confusion. It's this confusion that we aren't supposed to be like, I don't know, courteous to each other because of our genders. I don't know what the fuck is going on, and I still to this day I can't understand it. Why are we getting this like confusion of like it's not a role thing. It's not a male female thing. It's a courteous thing. Okay? If you don't like the fucking door being held open for you, or like, then you know what? Step in front of your fucking man that took you out for fucking dinner and open the door for him. Otherwise, don't bitch. I don't get it.
It's as simple as this, right? Okay, it's as simple as this. If you was a man, right? Okay, traditional man, go out on a date, right? Okay, with a woman, okay. Technically, theoretically, you're going to pick them up from their chosen point, right? You're going to take them out. You're going to pay for the meal, right? Okay. And if you take them to Starbucks or you take them to McDonald's or wherever you take them, right, for your first date, if they aren't happy with that, right, when you're paying for it, right, then for me, it's like, well, you pay for a fucking $60 steak for each of us, right? Okay. And I will be picked up by you. You can take me out, right? Okay. But we're not going to respect each other. A woman does not want a man that is weaker than her. Can you imagine this, Mad, right? Can you imagine this? Just imagine this.
If I'm picking up the tab, if I'm picking up the tab, all right, if I'm picking up tab for a fucking, let's just not even just steak, let's say surf and turf, all right, steak and lobster, fucking steak and crab. I don't give a shit what the fuck it is. A fucking $60 fucking meal for you, a $60 fucking meal for me. I want to pick up the tab because I'm trying to show you that I appreciate your company, you know, and this was amazing and I feel good about this, you know. And if she says, hey, it's okay, let me pick up my half, I'm gonna be like, are you sure? Because I had a great time. You know, that's where the communication gets lost. That's where people get lost. It's a communication fucking thing.
If she offers to pay half of it, right? Okay, you look at the first date. Look, I've been with my wife for 22 years. 22 years. The first date I took her on, right? Okay, it was basically I paid like about $10 each. Right, for both of us, right? Okay, $10 each, right? And she, she didn't shun her nose up at us, right? Okay, she didn't look down her nose at us. She didn't say, "I want more than this, I want more than that." But now, after 22 years, my friend, right? Okay, I'll be honest with you, right? The bitch has got a hold of me, right? Okay, she had.
I've been there, brother. I've been there.
Rightly so, though, because she gave me 4 beautiful children, right, okay, and I owe my life to her. I am very lucky to be with the woman I'm with. But here's the thing. If you take a woman out on a first date, right, and it's to like a Starbucks or it's on a coffee date or something like that, and they shun their nose up at you, and you're paying for it, right, that's a red flag from a man. Now, women have got multiple red flags from men. Right, okay. Women say if you're below a certain height, you don't earn a certain amount of money, you don't do this, you don't do that. Well, to be honest with you,
I've been there.
You're gonna stay single. You're gonna stay single for the rest of your life, right? Okay, and you're gonna be very lucky to meet the 1% of men. A man is not bothered about how much money a woman makes, what career options they've got, right? Okay, a man wants a woman that is gonna be a good woman, and behind every strong man is a strong woman. You do not want a woman that when you come in from work is going to nag and twist at you, right, every single day of the week. But also a woman does not want a man coming in from work and shouting and bawling at her and telling her this and telling her that. No woman deserves that. No, there is a give and take scenario.
It is understanding. It is understanding and communication. And that's what it seems like everyone is lacking, and it's mind blowing. I'm not gonna even fucking lie here, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I have not been on a single solitary even fucking date for over 7 fucking years. I have given up. I've given up looking. I don't give a shit. My priority is my fucking career and my kid. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of it. I've had 2 failed marriages with no kids, and a fucking and my kid's mother ended up being an amazingly talented fucking liar, and yeah, I had a kid with her, and then she died, overdosed. Less than 2 years after he was born. I've been raising my fucking kid on my own since he was born. I know all of the tricks. I know all of the bullshit. And you know what? I'm fucking sick of it. You fucking females? Okay, great. Guess what? You're not going to get a fucking guy like me. And I know I'm a fucking catch. I'm an intelligent motherfucker. I may not be that great looking, but you know what I mean?
We don't talk. We as men, we can't talk like women should. We can't talk all women with the same brush. Now I get your priorities are right. Okay, your son is priority number 1.
That's it. That's all I give a shit about, man. It's my kid.
And then your career, because obviously your career provides a lifestyle for you and your son.
Exactly.
Okay? So that right woman will eventually come along, right? Okay. Now I'll be honest with you.
But guess what? I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I've
Right.
given up
And
looking.
if you are right, I'm trying to get rid of my wife, right? Okay, but she just come with a lot of baggage. Right. Okay.
Don't they all? Holy shit! Don't they all? And you know what? Like I said, man, I've been through 2 failed fucking marriages with no kids, and those 2 failed marriages, like, I thought I knew what I was getting into. Like, that's like, I'm like, here, I'm going to love and support you, and it was not reciprocated in either one of those marriages. I was like,
Don't give up hope, bro.
I was like dumbfounded,
don't
man.
give up
I was
hope.
like, what the fuck?
Don't
like,
give up
you're
hope.
gonna ditch me now? Really?
Bro, don't give up hope, my friend, right?
Yo.
Okay, because there is somebody.
Hey, man,
look, I hit the jackpot. I hit the jackpot, right?
Good
okay?
for you, man. Honestly,
I was 22 when I found her, right? Okay, but before that, I was never like a slut or a male misogynist, right? I never really what we call slept about, right? Okay, but I did go through a lot of shit, okay, and I did put my trust in the wrong women, and I learned the hard way. Now I'm sat here, right? Okay, and technically, mad, I could have ended her life, right? Okay, in Britain and been out of prison by now. I could have, right? I could have done a life sentence and been out of prison. But the difference is I know that I need that woman and she needs me, right? Okay. And this is where the reciprocation comes into it. Now, not every relationship has this, right? I am very lucky in that sense, right? And this is why I would never, ever tar all women with the same brush. And I would encourage men to be what men used to be chivalry, and just be like you know.
I agree, man. I agree.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like what we were talking about before, man. Females, fucking power. You know, hold your power. Hold it close to your fucking heart.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
just remember, man's more
if you have
powerful
something to
than
say,
you.
if you have something to say, cool, say it. As long as you're saying it with respect,
But they shouldn't
and
be
so
allowed
that
to
you're
vote, should they? Man,
no-
women should not be allowed to vote. They shouldn't be allowed to vote, should they?
what?
What, are you
Oh my
gonna tell-
God!
are you gonna tell me that- are
If
you
you're gonna
gonna
come down that road, man,
Are you
I'm
going to
have-
tell me that women should be allowed to
Oh
vote?
Jesus, dude, are you punking me right now, dude? Come on, yo! I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go get I'm gonna have to go get myself some more fucking liquor for this fucking conversation.
You better go and get yourself some more liquor because I'm being deadly serious.
Oh my God! No, you are not. No, you are not. Shut the fuck up.
Even some
You're
men
trolling
shouldn't
me.
have the
You're
right-
you're
even some
nah.
men
You're
shouldn't
trolling.
have the right
Shut
to
the
vote.
fuck up. You're trolling
No,
me, man.
no,
Knock
listen.
it off. Nah,
Some
you're
men-
fucking trolling
some
me,
men
man. Knock it
shouldn't
off.
have- like, look at anybody that isn't willing or able to be put into the draft, right? Okay, if your country gets put into war,
my God.
starters shouldn't have the right.
Are we really doing this? Are we really doing a fuck? Come on,
We're gonna
man.
do this. We're gonna do this, man.
Dude, if we're gonna do this, I gotta go run to the store and fucking
I tell you what, let's have the chat. Let's have the
get
chat.
myself another fucking
look,
drink.
Money
Oh
for
my
20
God.
chat, right? If you want this debate to happen, right, and you want Matt to get more liquor, right?
You gonna stick around? You gonna stick around?
I'll stick around, right? I'll stick around,
You
but I
gonna
want
stick?
you.
All right.
Listen,
Brick
we
is
need
gonna
at-
stick
we need at
around.
least
I'm gonna go.
we need at least $10 for money 420, right? Okay.
Come
Well,
on,
listen,
cough it up. Cough it up, y'all. You want this? You want this debate? Y'all want this debate? Come on. You got Brick. I'm sorry. You got Brick over here stating. I had to get the.
I know it's it.
You got Brick over here stating that women should not be allowed to vote. I'm sorry. Incompetent women. Am I being correct?
Yeah,
You're
also
stating that
incompetent men. Men.
So I'm sorry. Say that again. I didn't hear it.
So look at women. All women should not be allowed to vote, right? Okay. But
What about
most
all men? You got stupid guys all over the damn
Yeah, and they
place.
shouldn't
Come
be allowed
on.
to vote either. They should not be allowed to vote either.
Dude, I
I don't know how
wish.
you're going to disagree.
I wish. No, hold on. Here's where I'm going to agree with you. I want to talk straight to you, man. Here's where I agree with you, man. I agree with only competent people, mindful people allowed to vote. 100%. How the fuck are you going to force that, man?
Wait there, we've got a comment in the chat there, right, from Bloody Clarence, right, and it says, Bricky, why are you such a simp then?
Oh, no.
Why are you such a simp then?
I'm ready to watch
if you believe
butcher the argument for what people shouldn't vote.
If you believe men and women should
Bloody
have
Clarence.
Proper gender roles, well, do right, but a lot of
Bloody
men,
Clarence.
a lot of men, right?
Bloody Clarence has the popcorn ready, motherfucker. Let me go get a goddamn drink. Oh man!
Listen, I know who Bloody Clarence is, right? Bloody Clarence is trolling me, right? Bastard. Right?
Like, come on, seriously. What I mean, yo, seriously, if it was possible, and measurable by our governments in order to declare who is competent to vote and who is not competent to vote, I'm all for it. I am all fucking for it, dude.
Yeah,
we have incompetent people. We have incompetent people driving vehicles on the road. All right, we have competent people driving vehicles on the road. I would love to be able to for any state agency to determine who is competent to drive on the road and who is incompetent to drive on the road. That would be fucking amazing. But it's not fucking possible. It's all going to be argumentative, man.
You agree with me that there are incompetent people driving on the road and they shouldn't be?
There are always going to be incompetent people doing things on the road, driving, or in their job. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. Would you want an incompetent heart surgeon doing surgery on your heart?
How do you know the heart surgeon is incompetent? They paid their dues, they went through the schooling, and they passed their exams, and now they are heart surgeons. How are you able to determine that through that course of from then until now that they are now found incompetent? How can you determine that?
Well, through basically examining what they've done. So they didn't qualify near the top of their class, right? Okay, for starters.
What do you think?
Right. Now, when they've done heart surgery, the first 3 times they've done heart surgery, right? Okay, they were going at the liver, right, in the kidney, right? Okay, so they didn't even know where the heart was.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. We got into this discussion. And I haven't gotten anything more to drink. I need more to drink for this shit.
You need some more to drink.
I need more to drink for this shit. Y'all gonna stick around? Hey, y'all, fucking seriously.
I'm gonna rip into Bloody Clarence.
Seriously, y'all, fucking get to commenting down. I don't know go comment down and fucking make some donations. They ain't gonna go to me, that's for damn sure. I'm gonna buy my own motherfucking liquor, and I do have to buy it because.
Yeah, we're not going to get a woman to buy it for you. A woman's not going to buy it for you, is it?
Shut the fuck up. We just don't. Just don't. Stop it. You fucking...
I tell you. 420, I tell you, I could be an antagonizing piece of shit.
Oh, shit, man.
Fun. It's all fun.
Hey, seriously, I'm going to be about 23 minutes tops.
23 minutes?
Yeah, and...
precise.
Yes, it is. Time me.
I can't count past 10. Right. So Bloody Clarence says, hey, Bricky, it's almost like people should have a reason for the need to vote. Say participation in the government protest, right? Whatever that means. No, I believe that people automatically, all men are drawn into the draft, right? Okay. So this would be the biggest one for me. If you, as a man, are drawn into the draft, right? Okay. If the country goes to war, you do not have the right to turn around and say, no, I'm not going to go and fight. Okay. Women, they have that privilege. They don't automatically get drawn into the draft, right? So then why should a woman vote for a political party that chooses to go to war, but then they technically do not have to go to war themselves, right? Now, again, this applies to men as well, because a lot of men, and more so these days than ever in the past, a lot of men will claim mental health problems, unable to do these certain things, right? Okay, and then not be drawn into the draft. I don't believe they should have the right to vote either. Okay, I believe somebody with the skin in the game should only have the right to vote. And if you are not able or willing to fight for your country, that should be one of the biggest red flags. Okay, why the fuck should you have a liberal leftist vote, right? Purple-haired warrior with a bull-nose ring through their nose, right? Saying, yeah, okay, I'm voting for this war and that war, but I won't get drafted into it. But all the men will. Then I don't believe that they have a right to do this at all. At all. Now you can come and try and rebuttal us and give me a defense on why they should have, but I mean, if I'm going to go to war, right, and my partner's not, she shouldn't have the right to vote. Like that's me being just genuinely honest. Now that's not me being discriminating at all, because let's face it, I don't get to choose whether a woman keeps or aborts her baby, right? Okay, as a man, if I knock up a woman and she's pregnant by me, she decides to abort that baby or keep that baby. That decision is not on me. If I say no, I don't want that baby, have it aborted, which I would never do anyway, by the way. But and then she says no, I'm going to keep it. I end up having to pay child support for that baby for decades, right? But if I say that, no, I want to keep that baby, and she says, no, I want rid of it, that's her body and her choice, right? So what right do I have to step into her realm? Like, it's a contradictory argument, right? I challenge any one of you to come up and fucking say something different. Other than that, men and women are different, okay? But we're equal. But we're different. You get to say we're different, but we're equal. But men and women do not have the same, the same. Like, just like, look at a man can run faster than a woman, right? A woman can give birth, right? A man can't. We have different qualities that when we work together, they give the best outcome to life. Once a man and a woman start fighting against each other about these fucking rights and shit like that, then that's when society fucks up. That's when you get men in women's sports, right? Okay, and identifying as women and going in and abusing women and shit like that. And then all you woke leftist liberals, you all advocate for all this shit, right? But once the shit hits the fan, who's going to do and sort it out, right? It's going to be men. It's going to be the real men that stand up, okay? It's going to be them. But women are a lot weaker-minded than men. They have more empathy, right? Men make decisions better than women. Quicker, faster, right? Men like working with things. Women like working with people. It's a fact. So that's why men are better as engineers and women are better as caregivers. Right? Nothing wrong with that at all. Would you want your babysitter, if you're gonna go out on a date with your wife, would you want your babysitter to be a man? Most people would want it to be a woman. Is that sexist? Is it sexist? Is it? I'm asking you. It's not. It's just preference, isn't it? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Right? Get past the fact that you think Bricky's being misogynistic and shit like that. And whatever. No, I'm just being realistic. So all I'm doing, just giving you the facts, right? Because you don't like them, okay? You may be a bit upset, but to be honest with you, I'm not here to be liked, right, at all. I'm here to give you my side of the argument. And we have about 19 minutes left until Mad gets back with some more alcohol, and then he's going to tell me why women should have the right to vote. Bloody Clarence, I don't really care either, because you're sat in the chat like a little chat slag. Right, okay, jump up on the panel and give us your argument instead of sat in the chat. I really, really can't be bothered with sitting here looking and reading your fucking comments, right, without hearing your voice. Sharing your voice, right, would go a lot further for me, you know, because when I'm reading this chat, right, and I'm reading your comments, I'm just seeing a purple-haired school teacher, you know, that was like brought up in a woke environment and basically shouldn't even have the right to talk in this chat, but it's not my panel. You know? So other than that, you know, we're gonna crack on with this. And bear in mind, you do need to stick a $10 super chat in the chat if you want to hear me mad. Go at this for this debate, because otherwise I'm not going to do it. Simple as. Just dig me fucking heels in. Final home time. I don't know. Right, bloody count. 19 minutes until money shuts down the stream. Oh, bloody clouds. Oh, sorry, my guys. Have a loud noise around, otherwise I'd come call you names too. Yeah, you're full of shit, Clarence. Stop being a bitch. You know. I'll be honest with you. Be honest with you, Clarence. I've got nothing against you whatsoever. Your views and opinions are very welcome. They are. But they still don't change my mind at all. The fact you're using excuses that you've got a loud noise around you, right? That just tells me that, well, you're obviously a female, right? Obviously. But there's nothing wrong with that either. Love to hear our female's point of view. I would. I mean, does any woman really want to be dragged into war? Would any man want their sister, their mother, or their daughter dragged into war alongside of them? I can't see any man that would be glad if there was a robber, a home invader coming into your house, okay, and if your husband woke you up as a female and said, "Go on, love, it's your turn. You sort this home invader out." What the fuck is your wife gonna, even if she did go down and do it, she's gonna come back to bed, she's gonna look at you and think, "I'm getting rid of you." A woman wants a man that protects and provides, right? Okay. A man does not want that from a woman. If they do, then they're a simp, right? 9 times out of 10, that woman is inevitably going to cheat on that man, right? Because she's out there making a life for herself, okay, while he's at home looking after the kids, cooking the tea. She's got no respect for him at all. She's probably going to be sleeping with her boss or someone in the office, right? Because they're more masculine. It's just the facts of life, people. Why are you getting angry with me for pointing facts of life out? Human biology. Like, I'm not here to be antagonistic. I'm just here to be realistic. And if you can't deal with it, people, that's not a me problem. That's a you problem. Okay. So I think we've got like 15 minutes left. You know, if money shuts the stream down, that's fair enough. But I do think it's rightly so that we give Mad the time to come back and respond. Money, it wasn't me. It was the chat wall. The chat were winding us up. The antagonizers.
Nah, that's all good. When I shut it down, y'all could continue talking. It'll just be offline. It won't be live. I'll leave y'all backstage.
No, money. Look, money, mate. I can't wait. If you're gonna end the stream, mate, that's absolutely fine, mate. I just want to thank you and appreciate you for letting us up, yeah, bro. First
I
of all,
appreciate you for coming up and holding it down.
And I just want to acknowledge the chat, right? Okay, I don't maliciously intend to offend anybody at all. Okay, I appreciate everybody, and everyone should give money the support that he deserves, right? Okay, but for me, I'm not here to be antagonistic. I'm here to be realistic. But listen, money. If Mad does come back, right, and you do end up speaking to him, just tell him Bricky said he's a bitch, and I'm gonna slap him.
I got you. I will do.
God bless us all, mate. Right, okay. Jesus is king, and love is and leave us.
All right, man. I appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, everybody already know I'm on an Android, so my battery is already at 50%. I'm gonna try another one later. Hopefully, I pull up. I'm gonna shut it down. Pay attention for the notifications. Oh, see you back, Moonshine. I'm gonna shut it down though for a while. Charge my phone. I don't got a computer right now, so my battery is limited.
All good,
I
man.
will open up another panel later. I appreciate y'all for pulling up.
Real good fun tonight, man. We'll see you.
I'm gonna try another one later. Hopefully, more people pull up.
All right.
All right, everybody, chat panel. I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Pay attention for the notifications. I'll be back.